Hey everyone, welcome back to the Grim Ripper. Today is our Thursday Thunder video. It's usually where we open either a new product or a really vintage older product or something that carries good value. And today we're continuing in this baseball card exchange. It was a baseball card exchange wrapped box here a couple, 3 weeks ago, but we did crack it open. And I think we have only opened maybe 12 packs out of this box. So we're going to open 6 more. Debbie sponsored that today. So let's open this bad boy. Grab out 6 packs. There's 4, 5, and 6. There we go. You can see these right here from that previously or formerly fresh box. We're looking at 40-year-old cards right here, straight from an unopened box. That's exciting. When these cards came out, I was 11 years old. Almost. Well, yeah, I would have been almost 12. Almost 12 years old. So here we go. Let us see who we can pull. Of course, the Ricky Henderson is always one that you want to see out of this because it's a very early Ricky Henderson. It's a second-year card of his. And these have the nasty gum. I'm not going to bother sending you the ones with gum on them, Debbie, because it's so stuck to the card, it just rips the card. So I'll just not even bother sending you those. They're kind of useless. Got Steve Mura and Rick Dempsey. Fred Norman. There's Bobby Bonds. That was a little not stuck, but there we go. Bert Campaneris. John Mayberry. Bill Fahey. There's Gary Renicky of the Orioles. I'm going to pull up the 1981 price list just for fun here. 1981 Donruss. 1981 Donruss football cards. No. 1981 Donruss baseball cards. Sorry. This is giving me some trouble typing one-handed like this. 1981 Donruss baseball. There it is. We're going to go to the most recent auctions page so that we can see who. Of course, Ozzie Smith is card number 1, and card number 1 is always seems to be worth more money because they are sadly ruined a lot of the times, especially, oh, there's a Pete Rose. Man, dang the centering on this particular year. They sure were not very good at centering their cards when they first came out there at Donruss. Card 251, Pete Rose, not very well centered. But Pete Rose nonetheless, lots of folks send him in. Yeah, this card, if it were perfectly centered in PSA 10 condition, recently sold in June of this year for $355. That's how important the centering is in the 1981 Donruss. This one looks like an 80-20 side to side and maybe a 60-40 top to bottom, I don't know. Anyway, not great centering, but that is a great early card of Charlie Hustle right there. There's Al Bumbry and Tony Perez. That's a great looking card of Perez. Dennis Littlejohn. Dave Lemancic. Joey McLaughlin. Willie Randolph. That's got to be an early Willie Randolph, doesn't it? 1980. No, he'd been in a while. Huh. Good looking card, though. There's Charlie Moore and Paul Householder of the Reds. Jump into pack number 2. I hope we can add some more just classic players to the Pete Rose right there. That would be great. Tell you what. That gum. Bobby Clark got killed by the gum there. You also run into these very rough cut edges. You can see it right there on this card back here. Rough cut. There's Dick Tidrow and Sal Butera. Nelson Norman, Ken Oberkfell, Lynn McGlothen, Bert Hooton, got Jim Tracy of the Cubs. Oh, somebody kind of sticking there. Rick Sofield, Joe Lefebvre, Al Hrabosky. It's like they caught him right after he got done training for the day and said, "Hey, sweaty man, let's get your picture taken right now." All right. So he gets a nice sweaty picture of himself there. There's Butch Weiniger and Bill Travers. Roy Smalley. Rick Russell of the Cubs. Ken Maka and Scott Thompson, also of the Cubs. Pack number 3. Let's find some other vintage players. Dave Garcia with the gum on his face. There's Charlie LeBrant of the Reds. Steve Trout. Luis Pujols and Mark Bellinger. Dave Palmer, George Hendrick. Carney Lansford. Jim Norris. There's Tim Corcoran. Followed by Rich Gale and Miguel Dillon, probably. Tommy Lasorda managing the Dodgers. Hall of Fame manager. Marvis Foley, White Sox player. Craig Reynolds, Gaylord Perry was still pitching at that point. Wow. And Scott Sanderson to finish off pack number 3. Here we go, 4th pack. Steve Kemp, destroyed by the gum. Doug DeCences right there, and Woody Fryman. George Fraser, another issue with the old Donruss cards. Sometimes you get a lot of these out-of-focus pictures. Bobby Grich and Billy Sample. Hey, Yogi Berra as a coach for the Yankees. There's an old Hall of Famer right there. Too bad it's a rough cut card. Oh, man, Donruss, I wish you would have thought that in your inaugural set you would have had sharp blades at that point, but I guess not. What card number is he? 351. I'm curious what a Yogi Berra coach card goes for. In nice condition. This one's not really in a condition that I would send into PSA. However, PSA 10 of that one's like $30. There's Steve Rogers and John Littlefield. Milt Wilcox. Rodney Craig. Dave Rajesh. Steve Pappy. Elias Sosa. Chris Spire. There's Hall of Famer Ted Simmons. Yeah, Hall of Famer Ted Simmons. On his 1980 card. That's card number 308. Pretty early Ted Simmons. Oh, let's see. Not many people sent that one in for grading purposes. Well, last sale was September 17th of 2020. Somebody paid $93 for this Ted Simmons card in PSA 10. This one is a rough cut edition. I'm still going to sleeve it up for you. It's because he is a Hall of Famer, and that one does carry a little bit of value. So we'll get him in a sleeve. There we go. And the last couple of cards are Byron McLaughlin and John Matlack. On to pack number 5. Okay. Rich Wortham on the front. He's unfortunately one of your White Sox players, getting killed by not 1 but 2 sticks of gum right there. Way to beat the guy down. There's J.R. Richard and Dan Graham. Of course, this pack back in 1981, getting 2 sticks of gum would have been a bonus for 12-year-old me. How about an Andre Dawson? And that one's not too bad. Cut's not bad on it. Hall of Famer Andre Dawson, card number 212. Let's see what he would go for in PSA 10 condition, even though this one's not badly centered, but I think a combination of the centering and that slight rough cut might cost this one a little bit in value. But, you know, it's about a $60 to $70 card in PSA 10 condition. And it's quite a old card, not too much into his career. 1975, he was selected by the Expos. And he was named in 1977 National League Rookie of the Year. So 1978 was probably his rookie card. And so this would be about a third-year card of the great Andre Dawson. All right, Tony Scott and Fred Patek. There's Alfredo Griffin, another well-known player. Dan Petrie, Willie Wilson and Rick Manning, Dave Concepcion, Lamar Hoyt, White Sox, Dave Bergman, Rich Dower, Bill Lee, John Urea. Ooh, nice early, not early, but a nice Rod Carew. Rodney Cline Carew. He began the decade with an injury. Let's see. Yep, 1970. This is a pretty cool card. Oh, okay. This is first edition. No, that's what they say on the back of all of them. First edition collector series. But this is, I don't know if this is his base card or not, but it's a nice looking one. It's well centered. Slight rough cut. Let's take a look. Card number 169, Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Good one. 169. Quite a few people sent this one in to be graded. In PSA 10 condition, this is a $50 to a $60 card of Hall of Famer Rod Carew. I'm going to top load this one for you because it is actually in quite nice condition. The gloss is beautiful on it. The corners are nice. It is very well centered. I mean, 1981, it's difficult to get one this well centered. And then even has one slight little edge ding on it, unfortunately. But still, there's Rod Carew, Hall of Famer. Not too bad at all. We've got 3 Hall of Famers and a should-be Hall of Famer in Pete Rose. I'm going to put him in a sleeve. I'm just a fan of Pete Rose. That guy played his heart out for the game and got thrown on the trash heap for all of his efforts. Thanks, MLB. And John Grubb right there. Final pack, final pack. Let us see who we have. We, of course, have somebody who's been destroyed by the gum. Another White Sox player. I can't even read his name. Somebody that ends with Unts. Russell Kuntz. Then we've got Vern Rule. Pete Laycock of the Royals. There's Robin Yount, but dang those rough edges. Oh, I'm so tired of those. That would have been a beautiful Yount card. Beautifully centered. Oh, darn you, Donruss. This Yount card, card number 323. You've been getting some great cards out of these packs, Debbie, and just... Oh, Donruss and their dull blades. That one in PSA 10 is about a $60 card. Oh, man. That would be quite the challenge to put together a 1981 Donruss set in even near mint condition, considering how many rough edges there are on these cards. Oh, Nolan Ryan, rough cut edge. Oh, card number 260. Boy, Debbie, I'm sorry about these cards. I wish I could do something about it, but boy. Nolan Ryan in PSA 10 condition from 81 Donruss is normally a $300 card. Last sold July of this year. But you got the Nolan Ryan, though. It's cool to pull the Nolan Ryan from an 81 pack of Donruss. Boy, if I had a time machine, I'd go back and fix their blades. But I guess in the end, that's part of the value of this set for these star players. When you do get those that are great, like the edge of this one's perfect. Too bad we couldn't trade Tom Buskey's edges for Nolan Ryan over there. At any rate, it's like all the Hall of Famers. Jim Palmer. They were all the Hall of Famers are on like the same card sheet. And they got all sliced weird. There's Jim Palmer, Hall of Famer, in his Orioles uniform. I'm sleeving up all of these vintage Hall of Famers for you anyway, even though the collector value, as far as money goes, isn't great on them. But they are still vintage players from an inaugural set for obviously a company that would continue making cards for years to come. There's Damaso Garcia, Dan Schatzeder, Marty Patton, Dell Alston, and Dan Dreisen of the Reds. Not a bad little rip for you, Debbie. Some great players came out of those packs. A great Rod Carew. That is a beautiful Rod Carew card, even though it has that one little ding there. We got some rough edge players in Nolan Ryan, Jim Palmer, and Robin Yount. We got a great edges and corners, but badly centered Pete Rose. Not too bad. A rough cut Ted Simmons Hall of Fame card. And I guess this Andre Dawson's not too bad. It had a little rough cut there. But a good little stack of Hall of Famers for you from an iconic early Donruss set. So thanks again, Debbie, for sponsoring that. We'll see everyone on the next video. Have a great day. And I hope your teams are doing well this point of the season. Catch everybody later.